Hi, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Pro Wrestling Defined. I'm your host, Jonathan O'Dwyer, and please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep up with all future content for interviews with legends of the business and current stars. And today we have some international superstars on the show from the South Korean promotion Pro Wrestling Society. We have JD Lee, Ray XI, and Shiho Hong. How are you doing today, guys?
Very good. Thank you for having us, John.
Hey, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. So we'll start off just each individually. Just tell us about yourselves, about how you got started in the business and what you have going on at the moment with Pro Wrestling Society. We'll just start with Ray XI.
Yeah. Perfect. So, Ray XI, I'm from Puerto Rico, end up in South Korea. I'm one of the main characters, main inventors of Pro Wrestling Society, future champion, one-time tag champion, and I beat up Shiho and JD a few times.
Like he's talking about all the bullshit. He always talk that bullshit in interview. Don't listen.
Lay the spec talk down. How'd you get started in the business, man?
Honestly, like really late. I'm actually I started at 35. I'm 38 right now. So I'm only been wrestling for 3 years. I mean, I'm still pretty new, still learning. Obviously, like everybody else, started from small, watching the TV. Obviously, I started it was 88, 89. Watching Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Papa Chango, Undertaker, bringing body bags to the ring. But I started WrestleMania 12. It was Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. That's when I'm amazing. The crowds, they were so amazing. I was stuck in the TV for 60 minutes. Well, 60 and plus minutes. Puerto Rico is a big site for wrestling. Back in the 90s, I wanted to be part of it. Obviously, back then, we didn't have this big Google where I'm I want to be a wrestler. Obviously, you find the right people, find the right schools. But I was in a really small town, and I was obviously scared because I was really small and really skinny. So I joined the army. So I traveled the world, multiple times. But luckily, I was at the right place at the right time when I got to Korea. Pro Wrestling Society started in 2018. I saw the video of them promoting the first show. I contacted them, and and from there it started rocket. Luckily, I got to learn. I had great teachers and great mentors in wrestling, and then I was able to perform and grow up more in the wrestling business in Korea. And luckily for me, I was able to be on the top level of the company. So I really enjoy my 3 years here. Hopefully move forward in a couple months.
Awesome, man. And JD Lee, we'll go to you next. Tell us about yourself, how you got started in the business, and what's going on with you in Pro Wrestling Society at the moment.
Okay, or maybe I can be cocky, like Ray did. I can introduce myself. So, I'm a fucking sports bar. Sorry. Hell, guys. Sorry.
Deal with that.
So this is Jaden Lee from South Korea, PWS Korea, and you can hit me in the DM of Instagrams and Wrestling Society YouTube, and thanks for having me. And when it comes to my first time I got into pro wrestling moment is that it was I can say when I was 7 years old, I turned my TV channel randomly, and for being kid who likes SpongeBob's, and randomly the WWE matches, which is Randy Orton versus CM Punk, was comes up, and I couldn't stand my feeling of excited, so I got just mind blown. So suddenly I felt I had to do that, and I want to be do that. So here's I am, and in Pro Wrestling Society, I think they're one of the best company Korea pro wrestling history, so that we can make a change. So my all efforts in here, and maybe we can achieve something. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Shiho Hong, go to you next. How did you get started in the business? What are you doing at the moment in the Pro Wrestling Society?
Hey guys, so this is Red Fox Shiho, 30 years old, started wrestling 2011. I was just the market growing up watching wrestling with my grandma, like typical story. Watched Undertaker and Kane walking down the aisle, beating the Stone Cold or Triple H, and just became a huge fan since then. And then saw this like small indie promotion in South Korea and saw this random indie Korean wrestler. Like that was my first time that I watched live pro wrestling show, like not through the TV. And this guy like climbing up the top rope right in front of me, like the 21 years old doesn't know nothing about pro wrestling, and this guy climbing up the top rope and like chanting his name like RVD and make a huge leap, like doing some moonsault to this opponent. And that's the moment I felt like, shit, I have to do this. This is amazing. And so I got into the business 2011 and trained really hard. And I wrestled in Korea, China, America, and Japan, like time by time. And one of the conclusion that I made is, okay, like maybe I can start living in the US or Japan. Maybe I can challenge myself to go to the major league. But that's a good option. That's viable. But you know what? Let's take another option. Let's make my own promotion in South Korea, because there are no stage for pro wrestling in Korea to perform, to wrestle. So, I can just go to other country and I can try to make success for my own. But rather than that, I want to make a promotion in Korea, and I want to make success with everybody, like JD Lee, Ray Aksai, or so many good Korean wrestlers that time. They had no passion. They had no stage. Everybody wanted to maybe just quit or maybe move to a different country and try their wrestling career there. But because of PWS, because we made this together, now PWS has become amazing platform for them to step up to the next level. So right now, my role in Pro Wrestling Society is I can say I wear lots of hats. At first time I was a promoter, I was a booker. But once company got to grow up, just like my bicep, sorry, I tried that. I just threw that. Just like every other promotion, when promotion gets bigger and bigger, it's just hard to do every job. So I gave my booker role to other people and the head trainer role to other people. And so now I just work on the media part. As a wrestler, as a media chief, I edit the video and I take care of the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And whenever I have a chance, I try to expose this company to all around the world through this amazing media platform or through the other wrestlers. So, yeah.
Awesome, man. So talk about the difference in the actual wrestling style in South Korea in comparison to, say, the States or Japan. What are the main differences in the actual wrestling style and presentation of the product there?
Who should go first?
Okay.
Whoever wants to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can take it. Thank you. Or maybe our style is not formed yet. Because our big strength of it. A big difference from Japan and other country is that we are not formed yet, which is good strength of our pro wrestling society. We got historically affected by Japanese pro wrestling style a lot, but also the people who like wrestling in Korea, they are used to watch American style wrestling too. So the mixture of it, and also our traditional martial arts like Taekwondo, and like for me, I've learned Taekwondo and karate. So mixture of it, everything like lucha and American Japan. After all the mixture can be together, and also it can be our new style. of South Korean pro wrestling. So, like our company's name, our wrestling style is not defined in one way. Like society, we have a luchador, we have high flyers, we have a hard hitting style, and we got old school Japanese pro wrestling style. And this kind of mixture and diverse of wrestling style, it makes our Korean pro wrestling more interesting and more good.
Sure. And I'll go to each of you individually on this. How have you dealt, like in the last year and a half with the pandemic? How have you worked around that whole situation with your actual careers? I'll go to Ray XI on this first.
It was hard because we had to stop the shows, obviously. Like every other company that had to go through it, it's hard to perform without the fans.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously you need the fans for the reaction. You need the fans to see if you're doing good or not. You have this match plan, but if you hit a big move, like that, was it good? It's like, so, but you don't have nobody to react to it. So it was a learning experience in a big way, because now you have to go from having fans to not having fans. And sometimes we spend most of the 2020 obviously recording the shows. So it's just it was hard to get used to, but the fact that we were able to improve during the pandemic, like we didn't stop. Like we just continued training plus recording shows for the YouTube channel, and still letting people know that wrestling is still alive in Korea.
And Shiho, since you like you alluded to earlier on, you wear so many hats in the organization. How did you deal with the whole situation over the last year and a half?
Yeah. Well, I think I can give you more perspective, not only as a wrestler. So as a wrestler, I haven't been wrestling for like 1 year and a half, so that gave me like kind of huge depression. However, I tried to turn that like depressive energy into more productive. So as a promoter, I've been trying really hard to grow our YouTube channel, our Insta, and I've been trying to expose our channel as much as possible. So through the pandemic, like one of the downside was, yes, we couldn't have a like big show anymore for 1 year and a half. But I think we gained actually more. Our positive side through this pandemic, first, our YouTube got way bigger than the past. Like as an indie wrestling promotion, we have like 7,000 subscribers, which is still very small, but it's making great progress.
Still really good, yeah.
Thank you. So
doing better than mine anyway.
And then another positive side was the new appearance from new generation Korean wrestler. Like for this 1 year and a half, we decided, look, we can have a big show, then let's focus on training, let's focus on advertising.
Yeah.
So because of the training, just like Ray XI said, we didn't stop training, we didn't stop recording our match. So all that experience, like for that 1 year and a half, our new generation wrestler, like JD Lee or any other like newcomer, they have improved so much. Like I saw their match recently and I'm like, holy shit, I haven't been able to wrestle for 1 year and a half. And now I feel like they're getting even better than me. I should like keep up my game too. So it's really rare to see the appearance of new generation wrestler in South Korea because like market is dead. Not many people want to wrestle. So, you know, there's no dojo but luckily PWS Korea, we have our own gym. We have our own dojo system. So because of the system, because of amazing trainers, we started like training this new generation, which is very inspirational for Korean wrestling. It's a good sign that this Korean wrestling have a new hope, new future. So like individually, I'm sad that I cannot wrestle. However, but still, we have an online platform. I have tons of way to, you know, promote myself. And then besides that, I think this pandemic, it was hard time unity-wise. Like many people were stressed and sensitive, so we had lots of fight. But eventually, our YouTube got bigger, and we have amazing wrestlers now. So I don't think this is like total losing game.
Sure. And everybody, make sure and subscribe to them on YouTube, Pro Wrestling Society. And so we'll, and I'll go to JD Lee first on this one. Talk about some of your dream matches, like looking towards the future. Any kind of dream match scenarios from anybody working in the States, WWE, AEW, Impact, or Japan, Mexico, wherever. So what are some of the dream matches for the future?
Wow, it makes me like happy, even though I just imagine that future. Maybe I want to have a match with Will Ospreay. That's my dream match, and even though he's one of the best high flyer, and I think that he have understand the psychology well. You know, as a being high flyer and luchador. And there's a lot of people who saying like high flying is circus, it's not wrestling. They have a like that perspective. Some guys have that, but watching Real Ospreay, I think he knows combine with some high flyings and real fight psychology together and making a good matches. And I like his tempo. And yeah, I got influenced a lot by him, even though my height is way more shorter than him, but I need to adjust that in my style. So yeah, being a fan of him and as just being an indie pro wrestler, I just want to have a good match with Will Ospreay if I can, and yeah, that's my goal.
That'd be awesome, man. Will Ospreay is absolutely unreal. I actually saw him wrestle over here a couple of years ago. Yeah, he's amazing. So great choice. We'll go to Shiho next.
Okay, my dream match. Like, I mean, okay, I confess I was huge WWE mark, and still I am. And one of the guy that I started wrestling because of it was Kane. The Mr. Mayor. So I would do anything to make him give me a choke slam through the hellfire. Like I would learn so much from him, but I'll probably die.
Got him over here.
Joke aside, oh shit, yeah, you gotta send it to me now. I'll just buy that. I'm kind of paranoid with the Kane. So joke aside, my huge influence is Rey Mysterio and John Morrison and Shawn Michaels. So the Rey Mysterio from like with the smoothness, and he has huge influence as a luchador. He has huge influence in American wrestling, and he knows how to fight against the big guys. I always fight the bigger guys, and I always learn how to take the big guys down properly. And it seems like Rey Mysterio is the best in the game for that matters. And also Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels definitely is the best in the game. Of course, everybody give that acknowledgement. Just the fact that he can make a match, he can make such a smooth rhythm with the limited numbers of movesets, like his charisma, the way he walk, the way he make a facial expression. So whenever I want to study the match, I study a match of Shawn Michaels and Rey Mysterio and John Morrison. John Morrison for his amazing creativity and his professionalism in terms of his look. He always take care of himself, and he always come up with this creative ideas. So and I think the guy like him, the style like him, definitely bring more spice into pro wrestling, not as just the mediocre fighting sports. I think John Morrison brings amazing color. So yeah, those three will be my favorite wrestler that I want to wrestle someday.
Awesome, man. Great choices again. Ray XI, give us your dream match.
Oh, I'll just keep it simple. My dream match. So it's gonna be me and Shiho on a ladder match, fighting for the custody of JD. Hanging on him, right? And it's gonna be me and Shiho, and then I'm gonna beat Shiho. I'm gonna grab JD's little body, just unhook it, and then take it with me, and that's it.
No way.
That's
no way.
That's
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely
put
perfect. Best answer ever.
yeah, I'm gonna put him in a luggage. So when I go somewhere else to another company and I need backup, I just open the luggage and JD just pops out.
Well,
There's
Dominic and
helper.
Ray are tag team champion, or they were anyway. I'm not sure if they still are. So that could work out well in the future.
I'll keep titles. JD is just gonna be in my luggage.
Oh, always time. Always.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Wow.
Rematch. Book it.
Yeah.
No, I mean it cannot be booked because it's called, there's a reason why it's called dream match, so you're not on my level, so
Oh, trash talk.
Boo, 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 boo.
Pretty bad.
I think there's a matchup being made right here, right now. You need to put it on the books. We got the booker here as well, so he can do it.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want, man.
He can sign it. I'll sign it.
Somebody's getting fired by the end of this anyway, I think.
And should I hang on
Wait.
that letter
Let me-
while the match?
Let me check my notes.
I'll probably wish you good luck in his future in the war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, receive a fax. Let me. What's going on?
All right, just to finish off, guys, we've about 5 minutes left. Each of you give kind of your favorite, most significant moment of your career up to this point. We'll start with JD or Shiho. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite moments. It was really rare for Korean pro wrestling that could draw 150 or 200 audiences with our paid show. We sell the ticket. And after for like 10, 20 years, no wrestling promotion could pull that off. Like 150 or 200 audiences with the ticket show. And we were surrounded, like Korea is so-called the isolated, like deserted pro wrestling island or deserted pro wrestling country, whatever. And then there's 150 to 200 people like surrounding me. We had amazing match. Like I threw my body and I took a bomb and I lie down in the ring and I saw the ceiling. And after crazy spot, all these people who never watched pro wrestling, they chanted like a crazy people. They chanted like it's some kind of religion. Like they chanted holy shit like a crazy people. And for 20 years, no Korean pro wrestling promotion could pull that. And the fact that I was in the ring listening all that adrenaline and the sweat and all the pain in my body, like that was the happiest moment in my life, not only my wrestling career.
Awesome.
Just the fact that we did it. I mean, still we have a long way to go, but that was a good milestone that we're doing a good job.
Hell yeah. And JD, your favorite moment of your career up to this point?
Yeah, this is same for me too with Shiho. But I watched that match in the backyard like this, and I've seen all the crowd, not Shiho. All the crowds were crazy, and there was some lights on the ring, and people get crazy, and a lot of people that I haven't seen that much of crowd who pay for this show, and they chanting like I was like, oh my god, I felt like suddenly sparked up my memories of backyard wrestling trainee times. It was really hard, and after 5 years, I was like, oh man, we made it suddenly. We made it, and I was so it was touched my heart so hard. So it's still my biggest motivation right now.
Awesome. Ray, final words to you, my man. Favorite moment of your career up to this point?
I got final words. So, short 3 years. Obviously, my favorite part being PWS is fighting this guy, JD. He literally gave me my best matches out of the 3 years. Other than Shiho, you still suck. But the 2 matches that I had with JD, it actually pushed me as a performer because I don't have the lucha style. I'm just like a brawler kind of style. So me and JD actually brought it up like the first time, and then we just improved on the second time. Due to like kind of like the cases going up here in Korea, we had to put a pause for JD and Ray part 3. But that's something that I look forward to before I leave. But obviously, like one of the biggest moments for me, like obviously, like I was able to bring my daughter to one of the shows. She was able to see me getting beat up. So, but it just her smile, and then the fact that she was there, I was able to be in front of people, and she can see that. It's just a moment that you can tell your kids like if I was there in front of people doing this, you can do much better. So there's no excuse for you to do nothing. So yeah, so far great.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. This was really fun. The time absolutely flew by. All the best with everything going forward with Pro Wrestling Society, and everybody subscribe to their YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Society on YouTube. Follow them all on Instagram, Ray XI, JD Lee, Shiho Hong. I'll put all the links in the description of the video. And thanks again, guys. This was great.
Thanks so much. Great honor, sir.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you for tuning into Pro Wrestling Defined on YouTube. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep up with all future content. And please follow Pro Wrestling Defined on Twitter, Instagram, and like us on Facebook.